He had a huge career in Irish politics and a huge man in Irish history as well. He was born in New York. He had an Irish mother and a Hispanic father. We're not sure. Some people say he was Cuban, some say he was Spanish, but we know he was Hispanic anyway. Hence his name, De Valera. We're at Eamon De Valera's grave. This is his grave, his plot. So his father died when he was young, and his mother sent him home to a brewery in County Limerick to be reared by his grandmother. And she must have done a good job because he got a scholarship to Blackrock College. He was a clever guy, and he became a maths teacher. So he got involved in all things Irish. He loved Irish. He joined the volunteers. He wanted freedom for Ireland, and as he was a great Gaeilgeoir, he was in the Gaelic League, and he learned how to speak Irish, and that's where he met his wife Sinead. She taught Irish. So he went on. He served during the 1916 Rising in Boland's Mills. Now, do you see that kind of small chapel there? If you look behind you, I don't know if you'd call it Gothic looking enough, but that's actually the memorial tombstone, if you like, of the Boland's family. Oh. And they are buried in one of the vaults. That's under one of the vaults. So that's their tombstone, that church. So you can imagine how much money they had. Never mind the 60,000. What they paid for that.
They had plenty of bread.
They had plenty of bread. Exactly. Very good. Yeah, I must remember that one. That's good. So that's where he served anyway. He was arrested after the 1916 Rising, and he was sentenced to be executed. But his sentence was commuted. There's a couple of theories about why it was commuted. The first theory is that he was an American citizen. And again, you're talking about the First World War, and Britain was trying to get America to enter the First World War as their allies, and they didn't want to upset the apple cart. Or the other theory is that they had just executed 14 of the leaders of 1916, and things were beginning to change in Ireland. People were getting very annoyed about it, and these 14 men were becoming martyrs. And the British said, well, actually, do you know what? He's not that important. We don't want to cause any more trouble. He's not one of the main leaders. So they commuted his sentence to life. Now, eventually, after a few years, there was an amnesty. They all came back here. And in 1918, there was a big general election when there was a big swing away from the Home Rule Party of John Redmond and Sinn Féin, which had been established by Arthur Griffith. They had a huge landslide victory in the 1918 election. I heard somebody on the radio this morning actually referring to the 19 general election, how things swung. So they were talking about the SNP, the Scottish Party. So he got himself elected in the 1918 election for East Clare. He didn't take